What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling Rush Hour. This is the WWE NXT June 17th review. No, today's the 19th. I know NXT came out on Tuesday, um, but I still just wanted to do the review just in case somebody wanted to hear my kind of opinions and viewpoint. Now, again, another show back to back to back where Shawn Michaels puts on a really fun show. I was not bored at all watching NXT. And, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, when I'm watching the main roster women talk or wrestle, sometimes I'll skim through it. That's why sometimes I'll just say, oh, it was a decent match because I'm just skimming through it. But, like, this match with Jada Parker versus Thea Hale, I watched that whole match. That was an exciting match to me. I can't say it was a five-star match, but it just was a entertaining match, and I like the way they implemented Jada Parker, tapping out, but the referee didn't see it, and she's celebrating. Then she attacks her, does her finisher, and gets the pin. I just love innovative things, and I feel like NXT. Maybe it's because they're younger, but I don't know. But like they just be having like more innovative finishes and things of that nature. Then we ended up seeing Keelani Jordan versus Last Legend. And Last Legend, man, I'm surprised they haven't already brought her up to the main roster. I know they did that, I think, sometime last year. So I don't know when they're going to finally start calling, the rest of these women up. But, man, that was a good match as well. You know, it's pretty much kind of like a David and Goliath match and whatnot. But overall, it was a good match. Um, and then we saw Zarya and Izzy Dame. This was a good match as well. I just think, man, I just think that that they're just putting on a great show. And if you notice the difference between what Shawn Michaels does and Triple H does, there was more women wrestling on the NXT show. And mind you, NXT is 2 hours, so there's no excuse for Triple H not to do the same thing. But if we're just going to be calling what it is, the women on the main roster are not as attractive as the women in NXT. They're not as good as wrestlers as the women on NXT, and so it just kind of is what it is. Now we ended up seeing a six-man tag team match. One of the other people from TNA was hurt or whatever it was, so we ended up seeing Trick Williams, Wesley, and AJ Francis go up against Elijah, Josh Briggs, and Yoshi Inamura. And I was shocked at the finish of this. I did not think that Trick Williams would end up getting pinned by Yoshi. That was not on my bingo card. I did not expect that. It'll be interesting to see where they go with that, or if that was just I don't know. But I was very surprised that that happened. And if you go back and look, Yoshi's face, he kind of looked surprised, like he didn't know he was supposed to. I don't know. I don't know what was supposed to happen there. But overall, it was a decent. Six-man tag team match. Then we ended up seeing Blake Monroe, aka Mariah May, should make her sign her NXT contract, and basically the NXT women. You got JC Jane and the rest of her group attack her. I mean, it was a. I think they could have did something more unique than just than the same thing. I know they NXT kind of typically does this where they, oh, someone's gonna sign their contract and they come to the ring and do it. I think it would have been nice to maybe have it where it's like instead of announcing it, it's more like she's signing her contract with Ava in Ava's office, and then JC Jane and her, crew or friends or whatever, they're walking in there trying to talk to her, about something, about evolution or whatever it is. And then when they see her, they all just start attacking and beating the hell out of her. I think that would have been more entertaining and just a unique, different way on kind of doing that. But overall, man, a good show, a great show. I would give it a B plus. I thought the shows were entertaining. The shows, I mean, it's the matches actually had stipulations that made you want to know who would win. Because to be honest, the way they had everyone match up, you really didn't know. It could have been either or with all these different matches. So overall, um, good show. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I missed something. Lola Vice versus Jordan Grace. That was also a good match. Now, obviously, we can all agree that Lola Vice looks great, but overall, the actual match was a decent match. It was a good match. And overall, it was a great show. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Peace.